2022 Hart Softball Coaches Media Day rolls on. We'll head over to Marshall, Missouri, and talk with Missouri Valley's head coach, Jason Marcum. Coach, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you, Chris?
I'm doing great, man. I'm ready. Ready for spring. It is super cold here in Missouri, and I think we're both ready for spring, right?
Very much so.
Has your squad been able to get outside much, or has it just been basically indoor all off season?
We've been outside about 3 times now, but our gym is so big here. Burns Gym is so big that we have a pretty dedicated place in the back third of the gym. So, you know, the show rolls on, whether we're inside, outside, it's got to roll on because there's just no excuses. We gotta be ready to.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us a little bit about yourself. It's your 4th or 5th year at Moval, and how excited are you to get started this year?
So this is the beginning of year 4 for me. We are now 3/4 of the way through a recruiting cycle. So I'm really, really happy with the fact that, you know, it's my recruits that are here now. We've still got a couple of legacy kids, and that's great. They're great. They're great young people. But you get excited when it's, you know, everything that's organic to the program is yours at this point. So really excited about the way we were recruited over the years and just building depth and getting bigger, stronger, faster. So, you know, we're looking to keep climbing this year.
Tell us a little bit about that squad. What is exciting you most about when Missouri Valley hits the field this year?
What I saw through the fall as we were scrimmaging, we scrimmage a lot of D1 JUCOs in the fall, is just the cohesiveness and the passion and the selflessness that they were playing with. This group loves each other, and chemistry and cohesion is such an important aspect of, you know, not just female sports, but sports in general. But this group really loves each other, and they don't care who the hero is. They just know that there has to be one every day.
Now, Coach, you mentioned recruiting. You're kind of in this sweet spot sitting right between Columbia and Kansas City. Is there a particular area of the state or the region that you like to recruit from? Or what's the best, what's your best recruiting secrets, I guess?
Well, I mean, it's not a big secret because if you look on my roster the last 2 years, you're starting to see a trend of a lot of West Coast prospects, a lot of Texas prospects coming in here. And we kind of do that, not, you know, I love Midwest kids too. But the fact of the matter is the West Coast kids play with and against better competition more routinely. So we spend a lot of time recruiting the West Coast. One of my assistants and I, we just got back from Vegas 10 days ago. So those are high priority targets for us out there. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of our pond, you know, so to speak, if there is such a thing.
You guys start your season February 18th. What do you hope to see from the team once they hit the field and in that lead up, especially in your non-conference?
You know, the message I've been trying to send since I got here, you know, the Heart is no joke. This conference is no joke. It's big softball every single day. So what we're doing early in the year is you're still trying to figure out your identity. You're still mixing and matching pieces and parts, because when you get to your conference slate, it's no holds barred. Everyone's going to play with the Omicron, you know, COVID variant that's going on this year. Everybody's going to have to deal with that because that's going to be a variable, you know, in this whole deal this year. So we have very much taken a next person up, you know, kind of approach to this thing. So, you know, coming out the gates, you always want to get out hot. build that confidence because that first weekend, I think we got Evangel and CMU on weekend one. Welcome to the Heart. Here it is.
That's great. We're talking with head coach Jason Marcum from Missouri Valley. Coach, let me ask you a couple of rapid fire questions. What for fans that haven't been to Marshall or to campus, what is one of the things about campus that stands out to you?
The diversity here. We have kids from 50 states and 62 different countries here. So this is a very eclectic, inclusive environment here. I'm a retired military senior leader. And that's what I've kind of embraced all my life coming out of the military is the diversity piece of it. We have that here. So it's really fun to be a part of that. It's nothing uncommon to go to lunch today and hear 6 or 7 languages being spoken. It's great because there's power in diversity.
Absolutely. Best eating spot in Marshall, and I don't know if that's in Marshall or if you want to move over to Columbia or Kansas City. What's your favorite eating haunt?
I'm a big barbecue fan, so I'm either going to go to the Brick or I'm going to go to Plowboys because it is absolutely phenomenal Kansas City area barbecue.
Plowboys are infamous over here in KC, so that's I'm down with Plowboys for sure. What is the element of your team that is you're most excited about, whether that's in the circle, whether that's offensively or defensively this year?
I think it's the depth. We're going to be better in the circle. But we literally, through our recruiting cycle, we have built so much depth into this that there's very little degradation, down. A lot of teams, you lose your starting shortstop or you lose your starting center fielder, and that's real catastrophic. That's not catastrophic for us. We've got a lot of kids competing. We've got a lot of kids wanting to play, and they expect to play. So, it's going to be the depth and, the combination of power and speed this year.
All right, final question for head coach Jason Marcum, and you mentioned it right off the bat. You guys are just dumped right into the conference juggernaut. When I say Heart softball, what's the few words or phrase that comes to mind?
It's a battle every day. There is no day off in this conference. There is no looking at your schedule and thinking, just because we showed up and we have a pulse and a heartbeat, we're going to go win 2 games, because you'll go get smashed. You have to show up to play every single day in the Heart. And the Heart's been good. The Heart's been good for 20 years. It's nothing uncommon for us to send 2 teams to the national tournament, not opening round, not nothing. It's nothing uncommon for us to send 2 teams every single year to the national tournament. So, this is really good softball. We have a lot of really good coaches in this conference that recruit well. They develop their kids really well, and it's fun to be a part of.
Val head coach Jason Marcum. Coach, good luck on the season ahead, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Chris.
Go get some of that Plowboys today.
I will. Valley will roll.
You got it.